Have you ever felt like you were surrounded by danger, physical, spiritual, or emotional? Maybe you're battling an illness, struggling with fear, or watching the world crumble in chaos. What if I told you that God has given us a divine shield, a supernatural refuge that no darkness can penetrate? Psalm 91 is more than just poetry. It is a spiritual fortress, a promise of healing, protection, and deliverance. But how do we access it? How do we move beyond reading words on a page and step into the reality of divine protection? Stay with me, because today we're unlocking the power of Psalm 91, the key to healing and supernatural refuge that God has given us. The power of Psalm 91. Psalm 91 begins with a radical statement. He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Psalm 91, verse 1. This isn't just poetic language, it's a call to a hidden, intimate relationship with God. C.S. Lewis once said, "The safest place is to be found within the will of God." Dwelling in God's presence is not just visiting, it's abiding, living, breathing, and making your home in Him. And here's the key. God's promises of protection and healing aren't automatic. They are for those who dwell. Divine healing and protection. Psalm 91 continues with stunning promises. Surely He shall deliver you from the snare of the fowler and from the perilous pestilence. Psalm 91:3. A fowler is a trapper, someone who sets hidden snares to catch prey. Spiritually speaking, Satan is that fowler, setting traps of sickness, fear, and destruction. But God promises deliverance, not avoidance, deliverance. That means no matter what pit we fall into, He has already prepared our way out. The psalm goes even further. You shall not be afraid of the terror by night, nor of the arrow that flies by day, nor of the pestilence that walks in darkness. Psalm 91, verses 5-6. These aren't just poetic phrases. They describe real, tangible dangers, sickness, war, fear, and unseen spiritual battles. But God says, "You will not fear." Fear is one of the enemy's greatest weapons. C.S. Lewis, in the Screwtape Letters, imagines a senior demon advising a younger one, saying, "There is nothing like suspense and anxiety for barricading a human's mind against the enemy, God. Fear shuts down faith." But Psalm 91 obliterates fear by replacing it with divine confidence, the secret to activating God's promises. Many people claim Psalm 91, but don't experience its power. Why? Look at verse 9. Because you have made the Lord, who is my refuge, even the Most High, your dwelling place, no evil shall befall you. The key is making God your dwelling place, not just a religious routine, not just a Sunday service. It's about true intimacy with Jesus, living in His presence, surrendering to His will, and walking in obedience. Jesus Himself modeled this for us. In Matthew 4, when Satan tempted Him, He didn't just resist, He countered with the word of God. The enemy even misquoted Psalm 91 to Him. But Jesus knew the word not as a mere text, but as truth, as reality. Personal testimony. I've seen this psalm come to life. Maybe you have too. Maybe you've been in a moment where you felt danger closing in, but somehow, miraculously, God shielded you. Or maybe you're still waiting for healing, for deliverance, for rescue. Let me encourage you today. God is faithful. His word is true. His promises are for you. If you are battling sickness, declare Psalm 91 over your life. If you are fighting fear, make God your dwelling place. If you feel surrounded, remember, 10,000 may fall at your side, but it will not come near you. Psalm 91 7. Call to action, Psalm 91, is not just a passage. It is an invitation into a supernatural reality, a reality where fear has no grip, where healing is possible, where God is your fortress. But this promise belongs to those who dwell in Him. So I challenge you today, don't just read Psalm 91, live it, pray it, declare it, make God your refuge, and watch as He transforms your life. If this message spoke to you, share it with someone who needs it. Let's spread the truth of God's protection and healing. And if you haven't yet, subscribe for more powerful biblical insights. Let me know in the comments. How has God protected you in your life? Until next time, keep seeking, keep dwelling, and stay under the shadow of the Almighty.